Good morning, my little loves. How are you? Good morning. Mm. Yeah, trying to do. This looks cozy. The lighting is better. The lighting is very matched. We'll see what happens. How are you guys doing today? This morning, coffee. I will survive, I think. Oh, la 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 la. Maybe I shouldn't have this in my lap. It's a little cheeky. But I like it. Oh no, I stopped you from watching altogether, didn't I? No? Okay. Let's see if this studies it. Maybe. Still, yeah, my legs are shaking at the. Yeah, it's okay. Good morning. You are on the Wise One channel with your host, Lady Caren, and I still love you guys. How are you guys doing today? I like the background a lot better. Just the wall. Just the wall. Yeah, it's ordinary. It's not like the mess isn't still there. Yeah. So I was watching ADD and autism videos today. I noticed this pattern that really speaks to my subconscious or my consciousness is that sounds like how bad it is. Like, you really have to understand what struggles we go through. And to me, it looks bad, but I understand. It looks like we can't do shit and we are disabled. We are not less than. We are not half a person. We desperately need your understanding so that you can accommodate. And once the accommodations are given, we're just as equal and horribly, if not better. But it's not cheating. It's definitely not cheating if you give us accommodations. It's not like, oh, the guy doesn't have a leg, so let's give him a prosthetic, but it's like Biotic Man, and now he can run faster than all, wild cheetahs. We want to do everything you do, if not better, as I say to the typically understanding of what is considered the norm, betting it's not the norm. There's a part of me that says, statistically, I'm wondering if we're just going around undiagnosed and that we're equal, if not more populated, being diverse of who we are. What if we're working from the wrong baseline? What's typical? And that's not nearly as profitable margins. If you're not diverse enough, it seems that you could run stagnant on your profits, um, and your profitability of the ability to make money. It seems that you know it's more diverse. Oh. Of like you can have more success. Yeah. So take medication or help with the brain fog, and then all of a sudden, this really normally a stupid, airheaded person is all of a sudden this freaking genius coworker. If like they were hired on, and they're just some low slum person. All of a sudden, they take medication and super concentrated. And like some of the parents that steal the kids' ADD meds so that they can get the housework done. It's like maybe the parents have that, and it's not a super pill, a stimulant, to get all the work done that needs to be done, and they're doing the work of, like, 10 people because they're just focused and cognitive, like, amazing people, or people with hyper anxiety that it feels like they're being chopping at the bits where their ankles are being bitten, or if they don't do the extra mile, they will meet some demise. And so people don't have any idea, and they'll ask these people to do, oh, could you stay a little bit extra, could you go ahead and try to do this that, and like they have no idea that they are like, this person's mental state is do this extra thing or die. It's not like you want them to drive their health down into the ground, but so, like, anxiety, people with high anxiety, so being disabled and then doing just as well, if not seemingly better than what is laid out as an expectation in society. It's we aren't saying that understand what misery we're going through, because, I don't want people to think that we're less than because we have such a hard time. It is not easy, and it's not purely hell unless it's more frequent than not. But it is disabling, and yes, we do need accommodations, and we do need more breaks, and it seems unfair. Like, if autism and ADD just needs more breaks to do things than, to get up, you know, and to do the things that we want to do. Is it is it so bad? I mean, we really aren't less than. I was just thinking, like, they're so disabled they can't really live. They can't really do anything. They're just stuck in a miserable rut because their mind is different than yours. And people want to be understood, and we share our ADD stories on TikTok, and we share our symptoms, and we share our troubles. Sometimes it feels like they're only sharing, well, what's coming across my view lens is that they're only sharing the visible portions. And then as an afterthought, oh yeah, but we can hyperfixate or research, mass quantities of the rabbit hole. Oops, sorry. And and it's I've been the judgy person because I've been judged, and now I know better. But that judgment that comes with, oh, that's so pathetic. That person just can't do anything. That person just like was going to go do something, but it's too late. And then they're fat and they're ugly and they're miserable. And people will say such horrific things about another person so that they feel better. And I put them down like they're pathetic. They can't. But look at me. I'm so much better. And I'm sure I've done it because it's been done to me and I've learned how to do it. And I'm trying not to ever do it again. But, you know, we are not pathetic, slimy human beings. Don't you want to succeed? Don't you want other people to want you to succeed? Well, we want people to want us to succeed as well, mostly. I mean, there are benefits to succeeding that we're enjoying because it helps you as much as it helps us. When we succeed, just like when you succeed, you can help out other people, just like it's more success all around and it grows the success rather than, yeah. And we just it's not that bad. We're not alright, so sometimes when you think, "Oh, look at the successful sibling versus that other kid who's just lazy and can't do anything." The funny part is, given the right environment or given the right accommodations or you know, given them the tools to handle what they can't do yet, to teach them, "Oh, you can do this way." You don't have to do it the same way that the typical people do. Don't have these expectations. But if you do it this way, you can more than succeed. And, they crash through barriers and like, oh, this was the genius the whole time. He's even smarter than the successful one. I'd be like, no, they're both successful and they're both smart and they're both, geniuses, just different types of geniuses. We just, you know, I guess I'm trying to do a PR where, if somebody if a politician was like this, did some sort of thing, PR could, like, show the bestest light on it and make it so much better when it's, whether or not it's a bad or good thing. It could convince people that this is great and fantastic, the people behind the scenes. So I'm trying to give ADD and autism its best light and to turn it around and to show what it's really capable of, what it really is in its positive form. Because I mean, like, and it's so positive. Should we give accommodations and should we give it the stuff that we give disabled people? Well, quit giving disabled people pitied handouts and give them real, a real leg to stand on. And of you might enjoy your life. If they can succeed as much as you can, you might just enjoy the life. You might just make success bigger. You might just grow success for everybody, inclusively. That's something to consider. That's what it is. Like, is it really bad? Not being able to concentrate. It's funny. It's haha. It's, the light of things. Well, I mean, what are you so scared of? That there won't be any room for typical people after neurotypicals take over the world and show us how much better we can actually live, how much healthier, how much we don't have to sacrifice health in order to get the success that we're looking for, sacrifice your family in order to provide for your family. I mean, to sacrifice quality of life in order to educate your children. Oh, it's just there's no reason to really be afraid, is there? What are you scared of? That we won't love you anymore? Because you won't be as cool as the kids with autism and ADD and other diverse and the other things that we are taught are not the norm? It's not true. Of course we're going to love you just as much as, you know, you're just as cool and we love you and there's no, uh, like, if you look at it and a guy does it, and you look at it and a girl does it, and you like the way the guy does it, and you say the girl does it wrong, but she's doing it the exact same way. No, this one doesn't need sleep. I'm on the, yeah. But I mean, it's not, it's more about what you don't know. When we're looking for accommodations or we're looking for an end to our misery. Just a healthier life. We want to do everything you guys can do. That's all we want, you know? We just want to live a non-miserable life. So I haven't had enough coffee. But I really do appreciate this. I'm watching. And I'm sure, like, that everybody that doesn't watch my videos isn't, you know, a wonderful person. Because you are. Ah, I'm tired. I know I need to get up, get things going. I'm super tired today. I'm super tired in this moment. One of the two. I could probably wake up more. Understanding our life. That's correct. Well, you need a stronger coffee. I need to consume the coffee for the coffee to work. I just put down it. But yeah, if, you know, espresso, I probably could use a couple shots of espresso in my coffee right now. This is very true. Yeah, I've got a happy light on, or no, it's not happy. It's like a type of UV strong light. It's supposed to help with like fatigue and all that, but also sun makes me tired. So yeah, everything makes me tired right now. I'm just gonna wake up, get out of this brain fog, give myself about 10 more minutes to function. Yeah, but mostly to get out of brain fog and being so tired and uh, things like that. I eat probiotic foods. Right now I got kimchi, which is pretty probiotic, good. And then I make sure my dark greens. Like, but I gotta get that motivation to cook that breakfast. That's stronger coffee. How strong is your coffee? I think it says Stevie, but I have been looking at the light, so there's this blind spot. It's the end of your name, your last name. So I think it's Stevie Elder, but I'm not entirely sure because I see blind spot.
It's Diane Jacob Fawcett.
I'm live and I'm on a video, and you don't want to tell people your full name. No. Yeah. No. Somebody commented, which like gets me so excited. Like, yay, there's somebody on my video. And yay, there's somebody talking. And yay, I've got a viewer. I only have mild coffee and not keen on the strong stuff. Oh, the results of the strong stuff are always fun. You spend like half hour in the bathroom, if not longer. Go strong cafe. Mild coffee is good if you can live on mild coffee.
After eating hot peppers.
Okay, if you heard his comment about hot peppers, I've never worked with habanero. I didn't know what habaneros like looked like. I've heard of habaneros. Just hearing the word habaneros and super spicy pepper. There were some habaneros in the house. Right. My dad bought some. He's like, here, use these up. And he didn't know they were habaneros. We've never, just hadn't occurred. I thought, huh, these peppers need used up. They smell funny. And I touched my nose and I'm like, what's that smell? Is that for the peppers? You know, thinking that I've got these cute little mini bell peppers that I made pizza toppings. I'm like, oh, that's uncomfortable. And I baked it. I didn't scrape the seeds off because I don't with my regular bell peppers. We had the spiciest pizza I had ever made. The kids have regular cheese pizza. But, the grown-ups, we had such spicy woo, and I'm blocked up because apparently I put, like, enough cheese in there to feed an army on a single slice of pizza. Um, so it has yet to come out. Yeah, no, we have spicy pizza. It's a bit fun. I've got 2 slices left. Oh, that was fun. I tried cooking. I tried cooking very spicy pizza. Mm-mm. You're not my thing. Habaneros are fun, man. Now I know what habaneros look like. I thought, well, okay, maybe we're just going for organic stuff, and this is just one of those things that just grew funny. No, now I know what habaneros look like. Oh, woo. Yeah, talk about yeah. But yeah, my content. This morning I'm just like vlogging and talking, and I've got a good feels like a good month of missing videos in the morning, and I lost my subscribers. Hey, subscriber. I thought, well, I like doing YouTube because it's very therapeutic to just sit there and all I'm doing is talking. All I'm doing is trying to get those thoughts going and get those thoughts out and get those things because otherwise I learned that I'm sitting just randomly in my house, like talking, like in my head, or like you'll see me go, and it doesn't bode well for needing to get things done and having myself just sit there stuck in a needing to get thoughts out uh, thing. So I'm trying to do this daily where I make YouTube videos and YouTube content. And I'm sitting here just talking. And some of it's like, it feels awesome. Like, oh my gosh, this epiphany of this most wonderful thing that I wish I could just share with the world. And it's a small little thing with a big impact. It's just a thought. And I have nobody to share with because I'm just sitting there at the kitchen table or doing dishes or I'm in the middle of driving down the road. It's just like, it's so much work to pop on a video and to edit videos. I don't edit videos because it's so much work. I don't do all that stuff. Creating YouTube vids. Oh, YouTube vids is also like keeping a daily diary. Yep. Yeah. That's the thing. Because sometimes writing or to remember that I wanted to write rather than being in bed and in the middle of the night and going, oh, I forgot to write my journal. because the cost of getting up to go write in your journal means that you disrupt your whole world. So you sit back in bed. So yeah, the video is just hitting live and create and like click, click, click seems to be the most beneficial for me. And that's why a lot of this stuff looks unedited and crappy because I'm doing the most simplistic, streamlined, easiest thing for me to do. And the content, that's I wish I could get more charismatic, more cinematic. I love watching those things where you can have this little postcard or whatever it is, little box of print up, and they've got, "Oh, check this out," or this little, "Let's talk about ADHD." I'm like, eventually, I'm going to have to learn how to edit and get an intro and, speed through, and you can watch me clean my mess, and I can do the voiceover. Eventually, when I'm doing dishes, how I take care of the kids and the different parenting things that, because the fun part about parenting tips and teaching parents how to take care of your kids, you'll see these wonderful videos that are cartoons, or they'll talk about it, and the kid's not in the video. So the application of watching it, to see if it's real, to see if it really works, uh, is like, I'm not sure, you know, because I mean, I understand you get a kid in front of the video to try to make the video, and the kid only wants to go, "Oh, video, video, video! Look at me, look at me, look at me go, yay!" And that's what my kids do, and it's understandable to make a video with a kid to show practices of what people are teaching and saying when they make videos. But it would be nice to see certain parenting practices in practice, before I go try it, before I go, "Maybe I should stop saying no to my child. Wouldn't it be nice to be gentle parenting?" And I'm sure it works for them. I mean, each parent knows their child way better. And, I mean, for what works for them might not work for another person. Because of the autism, I can't be totally like, "All right, you take care of your life. Here's the stuff that I taught you how to do. Go ahead and not have me say anything ever again about, oh, make sure you do your chore here, do your chore there, be self-reliant." Or the total, I love Dr. Montessori so far. I want to read so much more about her work, about her discoveries on kids learning to be independent and self-reliant, more towards that, and embrace children doing, because my kids are wonderfully independent on certain things. They fantastic. I mean, my 4-year-old can cook ramen noodles. I get another 4-year-old in the house. I don't recommend, you know, that child cooking ramen noodles. Be like, "No, here, let me microwave this for you. Let's make sure it cools before you can touch this." Um, Me, I'm like, "Hey, the stove's hot. You wanna be cautious of that." And then I can turn around and grab a glass out of the cupboard and feel confident that my child is not gonna go, "Oh, what's hot?" and touch the stove. Whereas if I have another kid, I'd be like, "Here, why don't you come help me get out a glass?" I've been through all that. My children are now all grown up. Oh, congratulations. That's gotta feel good to have your kids make it all the way through to grown-ups. There are some points in my life where I'm like, "Are you guys gonna make it?" But like, I'm like, "Please don't do that. That's not, like, the most smart thing in the world," you know? If they have put their fingers in the socket, I don't know, they haven't shown me, but I wouldn't put it past them. But on other things, it's amazing that I can't just tell my child, "Hey, get ready for dinner," but I can tell my kids, "Hey, why don't you get out some plates or some silverware, and they'll do a fantastic job, and they'll specific things because the ADD and the autism, they, "Hey, why don't you do this?" And they manage to exceed expectations, and it's fantastic, but on other stuff, it's like, kiddo, if ever you come into, like, a zombie apocalypse, stick with me so that you survive, because you're not gonna make it. Yeah, no, but yeah, like I said, for other things, it's just phenomenally beyond expectation, like, how old are you again? Like, how do you do this so well? Like, my kid will pop in like, my four-year-old, who's gonna be 5, kid, pop in the toast of the toaster, get out whatever they're gonna spread on the thing, or spread on the bread, like mayonnaise, and then they get out the lunch meat, and they've got this step stool that they get up the counter, and they get themselves a plate, and they pretty much I'm just standing there, because, I don't leave them totally unattended, but I could stand there while they do all this, and, right now, they're still leaving, like, all the food out rather than taking care of it yet, but they can make their whole sandwich. They prefer an open-faced sandwich, ketchup, mayonnaise, and lunch meat, and they put it all out, and I help them get it to the, counter, and they just or to the spot where they sit, and they get there, and they sit, and they eat this whole, like, sandwich. They can make themselves a toasted sandwich. They can make themselves, ramen. They can pour themselves uh a bowl of cereal, and it's pretty good. I mean, like, hardly any spills, and sometimes they spill because the container's full or something. I'm like, "Here, okay, I'll just be like, a leverage, thing that allows them to pick it up and pour." And sometimes, they just got it all taken care of, and they do a fantastic job, and it's just like, 4 or 5-year-old, and then you meet kids that are older that could barely do that stuff because they've been concentrating on other stuff that they could do, and it's really fascinating, and yeah, just kids are fun. Kids are a wonderful experience. I can't believe my eldest is 16. That's not fair. But yeah, having grown up kids is fantastic. I can't wonder, if my dad's like, oh my gosh, she made it to adulthood. He saved my life. I was drowned in a pond. But you have to wonder, are they going to make it? Apparently, I made it into adulthood, so we'll go from there, I guess. Yeah, and he's not entirely sure. Like, he's like, "Well, I'm not entirely sure you're good to, like, get married and move out, all that stuff." So, like, no, no, we're definitely together. Uh, we're definitely for the rest of our lives, no matter what. He's stuck with me now. We promised eternity to each other, so now now he's stuck with me. Mm, that got me. Hold on. Any other Barry Manilow or Eddie Money fans gathered in the chat room today? Intriguing. I'm not sure where that came from. Barry Manilow or Eddie Money fans. What did I say that brought you up to that? That had you bring that up or them up? Barry Manilow. I'm trying to think who they are or what movies they've done. watch if they're into music. I'm a big fan. Oh, cool. So what kind of work have they done? I'm probably very familiar, but I'm more, like, familiar with the character rather than the of Barry and Eddie, respectfully. Musicians. Yeah, I'm probably more familiar with their work than I am with their, than actual, like, behind the scenes, like, I don't sit there and oh, crap, who is Corn? Like, the Corn musicians or something, like, I'll sit there and listen to Corn songs all the time, but it's not like I hardly know anything that, like, who that is. I'd probably meet, like, my favorite musicians and go, "Hey, how you going?" Like, not know them talking to musicians, like the Disturbed guy. Your You must have heard Sweet Caroline. Oh, yeah, that's Barry Manilow. Okay. Sweet Caroline. Doo doo. Yeah, I can't sing. I apologize if that's, like, painful to your ears. Gotta run. Work. Thanks for the blog. Oh, enjoy your job. I hope you have a good one at work. A healthy day at work. And thank you for tuning in. That's like, oh my gosh, I've got viewers and people who comment. Oh my gosh, it's exciting. It gets me like probably happier than I should be about just a viewer or not because I've got like 19 subscribers and I'm like, woohoo! Oh yeah, happy, happy, happy. Yeah, me too. Nearly noon, and then like some lunch. Ooh, lunch sounds good. Talking about sandwiches, like I like to make like hot sandwiches, like toasted, like peanut butter jelly sandwich. I should bake bread this morning. It's like 6 o'clock in the morning, so I should probably bake bread because we got stormy, ooey weather. So running the stove or the oven probably be like some good news. And then like for lunch, I'm thinking yeah, we have lunch meat, we have mushrooms, we have cheese. I could, like, toast it and run it through, like, some onions and some yeah, onions and lunch meat, and yum, 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 yum. And I should probably go so that I can get everything ready for the kids to wake up and get going. It's a day off, but, we still gotta get functioning so that we can get everything set up for the next busy week. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching and commenting, and it's really just made my day. I'm probably gonna be on cloud 9 because I had YouTube viewers, something because this makes it feel like you guys get, like, this exclusive access because, like, nobody else is watching, so, yeah, I hope you guys have a good lunch and a good day at work, and I hope you guys have a good one, and thank you for tuning in. Really appreciate it. Alright, and I should probably leave too. But yeah, mwah, love you guys, love you guys. You have a good one. Bye bye. Until the next time we see each other.